Good morning, Dolphins. Today is Wednesday, April 8, 2020, and this is guided reading for Dolphins. Today is lesson 57, day 1, and the book that we will begin today is called No Cookies Before Dinner. Have you ever been told that you could not have something to eat before dinner? Maybe it was a cookie or something else you wanted to snack on. Have you ever wanted to eat something before lunchtime or breakfast? And Mama said no? In this story, Luis, Roberto, and Dad are hungry. But Mom says they can't have cookies before dinner. Let's find out what Mom says they can eat. Again, I'm going to tell you the names of these characters because they're a little different and they're fun. Say Luis, Roberto, and Dad. I'm guessing this little boy's name is Luis, but I'm not sure. All right, today the supplies you will need for guided reading are your book, No Cookies Before Dinner, a marker and an eraser and your whiteboard. And if you have letters at home, take them on out. The letters you will need for today are H, R, S, P, T, O, U. My consonants are in blue, my vowels are in red, but if you have letter tiles at home, colors don't matter. I'll go ahead and give you a few moments to collect your supplies before we begin, or you can pause the video now until you're ready to go. All right, let's begin. Let's start with our book today, Dolphins, No Cookies Before Dinner by Michelle Dufresne. Take a moment to look through the book and don't be afraid to talk about the pictures that you see. If you're sitting somewhere quietly by yourself with my video right now, don't be afraid to talk to me, okay? Tell me what you see on the pictures. I'm listening. All right. Good job talking about the pictures. It looks like there's a dad and a mom and two brothers in this book. It looks like the little brother with the striped shirt here, excuse me, is Luis. Can you say Luis? And it looks like the brother with the dark black shirt, his name is Roberto. That would be the Spanish way to say Robert. Roberto. And of course it says Dad. They don't tell us his name. They just call him Dad in the book. And then Mom. Very good. Let's look at some new vocabulary words. Please turn to page 2 of your book. There we go, page 2. On page 2, can you find the word out? Out. Yes, there it is. Out. OU, as you can see down here by my letter tiles. We're going to be practicing that today, aren't we? OU makes the ow sound. Let's say this sound 3 times together. Ow, ow, ow. And if I add my T over here, now it says out, doesn't it? And there it is. Let's read this page together. I'm hungry, said Luis. He took a cookie out of the cookie jar. Good job. All right, now let's find the word very. We have to go to page 8. Come to page 8. On the page 8, let's find the word very. Very. All right, there it is. Yes, let's read it together. I am very hungry, said Roberto. Have a carrot, said Mom. Very good. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but in this book today, we have a lot of quotations. Quotations are these tiny little marks around a sentence. We have some here. We have some here around I'm hungry. We have some here around have a carrot. When you see those quotations, it means someone is speaking. When someone is speaking in a book, it's always important to use your voice. Okay? What makes reading interesting when you're reading out loud a story is that you would use voices. So when Mom is talking, and you can kind of glance and see, oh, that's Mom talking, make sure to use a mom voice. You can glance at the end of this sentence quickly before you begin and say, oh, it's a brother. I'm going to sound like a whiny, hungry brother. Or maybe you can see that Dad is talking and you want to talk like a dad. Anytime you can use voices in your reading, boys and girls, it'll make the story really come alive and be much more enjoyable to listen to. Okay? Let's review 3 new sight words before we read our book together. Our 3 new sight words for today are S-H-E, she. Let's write that word on your table with your finger. Ready? S-H-E. If you're using your marker and your whiteboard, that's just fine too. Let's review the word put. P-U-T. Put. And our last sight word for review is looked. Looked. There's that ending ed, and it makes the T sound, doesn't it? Looked. Take a moment and put the word she into a sentence. I'm listening. Okay. Now let's put the word put into a sentence. I'm listening. All right. And let's use the word looked in a sentence. I'm listening. Very good. All right. Let's put our board off to the side for a moment. We'll come back to that. And let's get our book out, and we're going to read the book together. Reading finger if you need it. No Cookies Before Dinner by Michelle Dufresne. Here's our title page. No Cookies Before Dinner. Page 2. I'm hungry, said Luis. He took a cookie out of the cookie jar. Luis, said Mom, I am making dinner. No cookies before dinner. But, Mom, I am so hungry, said Luis. Too bad, said Mom. Luis looked at the cookie. Then he put the cookie back in the cookie jar. Dolphins, do you think Luis was being obedient to his mother? He was, wasn't he? When we obey our mother and our father, we are following Jesus, aren't we? And when we follow Jesus, we talked about in our Bible lesson this week, we are happy, aren't we? Even though he might have felt disappointed about not having the cookie, do you think his heart felt happy because he had obeyed his mother? Yes, absolutely. When you obey your mom and dad, you will have a happy heart, even if you're disappointed. Page 6. Roberto came into the kitchen. "I'm hungry," he said. He took a cookie out of the cookie jar. "Roberto, I am making dinner. No cookies," said Mom. Page 8. "I am very hungry," said Roberto. Look at his face. Is he whining? "Have a carrot," said Mom. Dad came into the kitchen. "I'm hungry," he said. He took a cookie out of the cookie jar. What do you think Mom is going to say? Let's read it page 10 together. "No cookies before dinner," said Luis and Roberto. "But I will eat all of my dinner," said Dad. Girls, that's what I say when the kids catch me eating a cookie before dinner. They say, "Mom, no cookies before dinner." And do you know what I say? I say, "But I will eat all of my dinner." Sure enough, this daddy is saying the same thing, isn't he? Page 12. "Too bad," said Roberto. "No cookies." "Have a carrot," said Luis. So the brothers started to sound like the mother, didn't they? That's kind of funny. All right. At the end of the video today, girls, I'd like you to read this book one more time to yourself or to someone in your family. And the thing I want you to be concentrating on when you're doing your reading is making those voices. Okay? I want you to sound like a brother, like Luis and Roberto. I want you to sound like a dad or a mother. Be sure to pay special attention to those quotation marks and use your voices as you read. All right. Now it's time for you to take out your whiteboard. We're going to do some word building with our letter tiles, okay? If you have your letter tiles out, out, let's put them in this order. Let's do the OU, ow, 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 with the T, out. Let's see what words we can build by adding some of these consonants to the beginning. Let's look and do P. Can you pull the P down? What word did I make? Let's see. P, out, pout. Good, let's write pout. What would happen if I added an S to that word? Now I have a beginning blend, and I have my magic rhyme. Let's sound it out. Sp, out, spout. Let's write spout. Spout would be the end of a faucet or the end of a hose where the water would come out. Spout. Now let's take the P away and let's add the H. Now I have a chunk at the beginning and my magic rhyme. Let's sound it out together. Sh, out, sh, out, shout. And I know all my dolphins know what shout means. Very good. Now let's go ahead and, let's do S, P, R. Ooh. Now I have 3 letters at my onset. Let's go ahead and say those 3 sounds. Ready? Spr, 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 out, sprout, sprout, sprout. Like a little tiny what? A little tiny sprout. That's the beginning of a plant, isn't it? A sprout is the first part of the plant that comes poking out of the ground. A sprout. Very good. Let me see, are there any other ones that I wanted to make with you? I think that was it. Good job, Dolphins. Let's read our 4 words that we made. Pout, spout, shout, sprout. Good job. Have a wonderful day. Be sure to read your book, No Cookies Before Dinner, one more time, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye, Dolphins.